G'day YouTubers, I just wanted to make a video showing some reasonably simple programming on the er9x that has some nice features. What I wanted was a throttle curve for my clouds fly that had the center of the curve being level flight. So when the throttle's in the middle, the clouds fly's flying level. That let me give a little bit of expo or something like that. So I needed to know after I was flying around where the throttle position was for level flight. I needed to save that number somewhere. So I wanted to create a mix or two that did that. So I'll show you what I did here. If we go into the menu. Now I decided to use channel 7 just because in the values channel 7's straight under the throttle. So if we create a new mix in channel 7, and for the source of that we use channel 3, which is the throttle. Now you could use just the throttle as the source, but I thought just in case there's already some mixing there or something like that, better safer to use the channels. So we'll leave the trim on, and the switch, we're going to use the trainer switch just because that's a nice little flicky switch that you can just flick on and off. You don't have to actually do the two motions. And we want to replace that value because we don't want to add it. We're not doing flapper-ons or anything like that. We just want straight out that new channels can become the throttle value. So we've got that there, and if we go back out to the model and head over to our values, we can see now the throttle is at say 47.6, and while we're holding the trainer switch, the new value is being put into channel 7. There we go. But of course that's not saving it, so once we land the plane and have a look at the values in our screen, it's going to be back to 0 again. So to fix that, we're going to add another new mix into channel 7, and we're going to mix channel 7 in this case to itself. So we'll head back down to channel 7. We don't really need any trim in this case, and we again want to replace the value in channel 7 because you don't want to be adding it. That'll give you all sorts of weird values if you basically times it by 2, I guess. So the switch for this one needs to be on so that we're always replacing channel 7 with channel 7. There we go. Now the only other thing I found this won't work in this configuration. What you need to do is hit menu and move this new channel 7 to channel 7 mix up to the top. So that's the standard mix as channel 7's mixing to itself, and when you hit the trainer button, this bottom mix will replace the top mix and make it the throttle value. So we'll set our throttle back down and exit back out, and we can see now that the throttle's -100, so we take off, fly around, get the plane flying nice and level, hit the trainer switch, and the value is stored in channel 7, and channel 7 remembers what it is, so that once we've landed, there we go, the center of our throttle our mix needs to be 15.9. Now I did this video before. I'm going to do it the second time here just in case anyone hasn't done curves. I thought I might as well do some curves as well. So we'll hit the menu there, go back into the mixes, and then we want over to curves. Now you've got your curves 1 to 7 or 1 to 8, the 3 or 5 position curves, and then 9 and 10 and so on become 9 position curves. So for the sake of simplicity in the video, we'll just use a 5 position curve. And now you can scroll down here and edit the numbers, or if you just press right from edit, then you get the nice GUI editing. So that was 15.9, so we'll set the center of our mix to be 16, and then say go -10 and +10. And we'll just use our trim pot, which you can't see, but if you use the pit trim button knob on the left there, you can just quickly move the values up and down using the pit trim. So that gives us our +100 and -100. So we've got the full throttle, but then we've got a nice little sort of expo-y bit in the middle there, which will be centered around our level flight. So we've got now our curve 1, and then we just need to go back over to our throttle and edit that mix to be curve 1, and we've now got a nice throttle curve on our throttle that you can see in the center there. We're at 16, and we get the small values for movements here, 17, 18, and we still get our big values to go to the hundreds and minus 100, but we get a nice fine adjustment around level flight in the middle of the throttle position. Beautiful. Well, I hope that's helped some people. I hope it's encouraged some people to convert their Turnigy 9x to er9x firmware, because it's awesome. Okay, please leave comments in the comments. Bye.